This is said to be the greatest cigar in the world. It's known as the Bull. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I am just saying that because I know Bull is in the title, and that's really the only word in its name that I can pronounce. This cigar won #1 cigar of the year in Cigar Aficionado. So, is this the best cigar in the world? Oh, I tell you what, I don't usually smell cigars, but holy cow, this one does smell amazing. I don't know if it's the best in the world, but I'm gonna smoke it and try it and give you my honest review of this unbelievably, unmistakable cigar. Should I fix my hair up for this? Should my hair be like this? It's pretty good. Anyways, there's the cigar. Sure, it looks good, but does it look as good as my hair? Okay. Alright, so I've never tried the cigar before. It was sent to me from My Cigar Club. They sent me some really good stuff. You can watch in another video. I'll link the video below where I unboxed all of the stuff they sent me, but tell you what, first impressions. I've been smoking it for, I don't know, a couple of minutes now. This is delicious. It has the right bite. Like, I like a cigar that kind of burns. I like a cigar that kind of burns in the back of your throat a little bit, you know? It has that spiciness to it. This has that, but it's not overwhelming. It's just there. It's definitely there. But it's not like, ugh, crazy strong. So, in regards to this video and this cigar, is this the best cigar in the world? Is this the perfect cigar? I mean, probably not. I just say that because it all comes down to you, your perception. I don't know what perfect is for you. Oftentimes for me, the perfect cigar is deeply connected with the perfect experience. You know, being with the right people or the right mood or the right music's going, or I just was in the right mindscape and it just made that experience with the cigar so perfect. But taking all that out of it, just the cigar itself, is it perfect? Is it the best? For me, it's definitely at least one of the best I've ever had in my life. I would put it in my top 3. My top 3 are the Cowboy, almost any of the My Father cigars, and I would put this one in there. I like most people, to have as close to perfect things as I can. I want to have like the perfect vacation and the perfect family and the perfect life and house and the perfect camera and the best, you know, like the best that I can get anyways. I want the best car I can afford and the best mattress I can get and the best house we can do and the best kind of father. I want to be the best father I can be. I want to get to as close to perfection as I possibly can. Of course, it's impossible, but it's the pursuit that I guess matters. The problem is we know we can't ever get to perfection. So instead we go for contentment. Like maybe we don't have the best house in the world. Maybe we can't take the best vacation in the world. But let's be content with what we have. Let's be content that I have this unbelievably good cigar or a really nice house and I think the perfect family. But you know, you got to be content with what you have. The problem with contentment, at least for me, is that I hate contentment. I hate the idea of being content with what you have, being content with your house, being content with a cigar. I think maybe it's not contentment that we should focus on, but awareness. Awareness of what we have in the moment. So whether this is the perfect cigar, the best cigar in the world, I don't know. I don't think that's really the point though. I mean, I know it is for this video, but follow me for a second. Right now, many people, most people in the world, including us, we're stuck in our houses. The world's basically shut down, and in some ways it kind of kills my family and I, because we love to go do things. We love to go on trips, Disneyland, the Redwoods, the coast, Napa, all the amazing things that Northern California has to offer. We go to those places all the time. So to know that we just can't go to them, there's nothing there really to go see, and we're not even supposed to, is difficult. I had been feeling a little gloomy, a little down, a little like, man, we had this trip planned to Paris and we had to cancel. And we had a trip planned to San Diego that we had to cancel. And a trip to Disneyland that we had to cancel. And a trip to on and on. We had all this stuff planned and we can't do any of it. But the other night, something struck me. It hit me. I came to this like stupid realization. I was like, you're such a moron. I looked up and I saw my family sitting around me. And I'd realized that for the past month or so, I've had my kids and my wife around me every day. Now, I realize for some people that might be really bad, and you're like, their family's driving you crazy. But I came to the realization that before all of this happened, before this quarantine thing, my kids were at the age, or getting older, to where they're all leaving all the time. My daughter was gone more than she was at home, and some of the times I didn't even know where my kids were. It's like this weird transition that happens for you as a parent when your kids, for most of their life, they're young enough and they're attached to you enough to where you always know where they're at. They're either in their crib, or they're in the kitchen with mom, or they're sleeping, or they're playing right here. Like, you know where they're at any time of day. Even if you leave and you're not with your kids, you know who your kids are with and what they're doing. And then this thing happens with your kids when they get older, and suddenly you realize that there's big bulk portions of the day or the week even where you're like, I don't know where my daughter is right now. I mean, I know she's with her friend, but they go places now. They like leave the house, they go, and it's like, it's this weird transition that happens. And so the other night when I was feeling all bad because we lost all our trips, I realized that for the past month, I've known where my kids were the whole time they've been with me. And I hadn't appreciated it. Sometimes it's easy to focus on the negatives. We look at a cigar like this, and I'm going to critique it. Is this the perfect cigar in the world? Let's see. Let's find its flaws. Let's look at what's wrong with it instead of what's right with it. And that happens so often with life. We go on a vacation and it's expensive, or we buy a new car and it's expensive, so we look at like every little detail. We want it to be perfect. If anything goes wrong, if the vacation doesn't go right or something, we get all like bent out of shape. We get all frustrated. And we're like, well, this wasn't worth it. That was stupid. That was a terrible vacation. Why? Because things didn't go right. Instead of focusing on what did go well, instead of stopping and realizing that my family is with me right now, they're all right here. And this is the best that the world offers. My family, being closest to the people that I hold nearest and dearest to me, being with them right now, period. Regardless of whether we're at home or in Paris or at Disneyland, we're here, we're together. And that is what is the most important thing in the world. So I look at a cigar like this and like, I don't know, maybe it's not the best in the world. Maybe that I could find some flaws with it. But like, I'm sitting outside on a gorgeous day, and I just, there's so much, I guess it's stupid, and I get, but it's like, to just appreciate the things that we have that are good. I don't know what it is in us that we always are looking for the negative. Like, whatever, you may have watched this video to find out, like, I want to find the perfect cigar. It doesn't exist. The best moments and experiences I have in life are the ones that didn't go as planned, where something went wrong, something was off, but in that moment I realized how good it actually was, like I did the other night with this whole Corona thing. Now every night I'm like, man, I want this thing to keep going in a way, because I'm loving this time with my kids, because I know it's not going to last. I know they're going to leave, I know things are going to change, and just in this moment I'm just enjoying it. So, same goes with this cigar. May not be perfect, I don't know, but in this moment, right now, it's hard to get much better. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, like it, share it, comment, tell me that you like it, make me feel good about myself. It's a little chilly out here right now, actually, if I look at the negatives. I'm in shorts, I need a shower, kind of a hectic day, a lot on my mind. I wish I was wearing slippers. I don't like this setup. I don't like this view. I think maybe the shot was out of focus. I can't tell. I don't like this in the background. This chair is slightly uncomfortable. The back doesn't have a pad on it. I'd rather it have a pad. I like to smoke with music out here. I wish I had my Bose box out here playing the right kind of music. But my gosh, there's always things to complain about. You can always look at the negatives. There's always negatives, even if this was the perfect cigar, absolute perfect, nothing wrong with it, I could find something to complain about. Maybe it's not the cigar, maybe it's my surroundings, like I just said. But at the same token, even the worst cigar in the world could be the best experience. You know what I mean? It's just appreciating what you have. In my case anyways, there's so much to appreciate that it's almost overwhelming. I just need to stop and realize it. I tell you what though, this is a good cigar. If you want a really, really good cigar, I would definitely recommend getting the Bowl. And you should go over to My Cigar Club because they did give me the cigar. And I talked to the guy who started it today, and he's pretty amazing. Pretty fantastic. You know, like a lot of cigar guys are kind of, I don't know, like macho man, like beard. I have a beard, but I don't know. I'm not really that kind of fellow. But the guy who runs My Cigar Club seems like he's not like that, which I liked a lot. He just seemed like a really normal, down-to-earth, just kind guy, humble, like whatever. Like whatever. Anyways, I'm going to turn the camera off now and enjoy this and think about how good life really is. That I get to enjoy so much. Anyways, thanks for watching.